remember. Oh shit, the camera is so bright. It's so bright. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm an angel. Yo, hello riders, how's it going? Hello everyone, Fable Fox Weaver here. Today is Sunday, and so we playing games. We're playing games up in here. What did it say there? Oh, it's just a yo. I can now see the redeems over there. You can see the redeems. Yeah, change that because kind of tired of not seeing that and missing out on certain things. By the way, let me know how the sound is. If it's too loud, if the game is too loud. Bug, hey, hey, Bugs. Well, farmer, co-worker. Hello, how's it going? Playing Guardians of the Galaxy today. It's actually the third stream. I fear I might finish this game before I finish the mask. I've been working on the mask. You know what? I think I'm gonna lower the. Oh, it's on auto. How's everyone today? Are you ready to infringe all of the copyrights? Sun is okay. Great. All right. Then we're starting. Yeah, this game has a streamer mode which kind of replaces the song or mutes it completely. I'm not gonna play this without these songs because the soundtrack is very relevant for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, as usual, I forgot about the buttons because I only play these once a week.
Sounds like Groot's got that toothy bastard under control. Better not come back here and try to finish chewing through my ship! Or else.
Forgot about the story where we just check the buttons. Those are the easy ones. Walking, where's the running? Button, okay. I remember that on the last stream I learned how to dash. Now I'm kind of sad because and it's not in here. Well, we'll figure it out. By the way, what I'm eating are they're like jellies that well, has a backstory. This last week, Christina and I went to Lisbon. We met few friends. One of those, Spooky, who is usually on this chat. We had a photo shoot, and she gave us some German candy or Dutch candy. It's good, very good. Doesn't taste like what these kind of sweets usually taste like. It tastes more herbal.
Rodent, will you have time to repair the broken refrigerator door?
What? Like now?
In the near future.
I got a whole conservator to fix!
Rocks out.
Gamora, did you find... Are those dolls?
Yes. No. Doesn't matter. The Hallis Hope's in the Teo system. Coordinates are in your console. So you surprised me. Once. Don't get used to it.
I actually look off stream.
If
I
you're waiting for me to reopen that page,
looked a little bit into her costume.
Why'd you close the view screen?
none of your business.
Isn't it though? Sounds like you're trying to hide something from us.
Yes. I am.
Fall back.
Okay, you put it that way. So you said Corel's in the Teo system. Any idea what's out there?
It looks like her ship is docked at a Novacore station called the Rock.
Wow. Do they have another one named the Jazz?
I don't think so. Thankfully, the docking procedure is automated at the station. No need to wait for Rocket to fix the comms.
Okay, so it's coming back to me. On the last stream, we successfully
I'm sticking
fled
away, Peter.
from
Weren't we gonna pay that fine?
Lady Hellbender's
Looks like someone changed their mind.
planet.
We're
they
paying
don't
that
stop
fine,
talking.
Rocket, whether you like it or not.
Hello, Bugs. How's it going? How are you doing? How have you been doing?
Make it fast, Quill. Still got that array to repair.
Can we talk for a second?
Yeah,
Are we
fine as well.
okay?
This last week I've been on vacation.
So that's a no.
Why do you care? I'm just here to fix things, right? Who cares?
Yeah, I know who you are. I
Rocket,
mentioned when
please.
you first
Just because I don't always
on your
take
first message, I
advice
said you were
doesn't mean I don't listen to you. We're a
that
team.
we
Everybody's
we
got
used
an
to work
opinion.
together.
So, you'd rather listen to Gamora.
Gamora? Gamora knows her stuff, man. She's the navigator. She navigates the stars and planets and comets.
She navigates comets.
Sometimes. And Groot is our special vegetation specialist. His opinion's valid too.
And Drax, what makes him so great?
He's tactical. Tactics. The man is such a tactician.
And then there's me, the guy who gets mad and starts shooting up the place instead of following the plan.
Come on. You're a valued member of this team. We started this together. Now we need to make something profitable of it. Something lasting. We could go to nowhere like you suggested. But if we don't pay that fine, Novacore will come for us. How do we make money then?
Maybe paying our
Sure.
fine makes some sense.
Exactly. So let's just
So
get
how's
it
this
over with
last
and
week
move on.
been going? I assume lots of change.
Happy now? We done?
Well, we were on vacation, so we traveled a lot during the week. We went to Lisbon and also to Porto, so we went like ping-ponging across the country. Fun week. Good to know. Good to hear.
Oh, nice. You made a cute little pen.
Space Llama.
You didn't mean to chew up the comms, did you?
Lots of new info, but it's okay. I mean, it's expected. And start a new job. Lots of adjustment.
Yeah, it looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay. Too bad this translator's
Edge.
busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
In a, what? Try language of trees.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Yeah, the
See,
graphics
this
are cool.
translator has
I'm.
Groot's language on
This
it?
is the first game
Doesn't.
I've played since I bought the new
Don't
new
need to.
GPU.
Cheap scud like that don't have rare language packages. And even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less.
Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am and Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
Like, I don't want to
Never
talk over
mind, I'll
them,
get out of your hair. Or
but there's so much
branches or
dialogue.
Whatever.
You were saying the project is in a early stage, so that's good. Like, you're not just dropping into something that's already built. You're gonna be working on it from the ground up or
Hey, Groot!
somewhere
Is
close.
the Chew Devil trying to chew on anything down there?
The devil, I assume he's talking about the
Keep it that way.
space llama.
Starting to think maybe it's
Okay,
just
I
my
guess
niece, you know?
I guess if I just go to the
Yeah,
here.
you see
Okay,
would've been an
Corel,
open bank
get
or
ready to
something
be
to eat fire.
impressed.
Corral is probably monitoring this ship, waiting to see if we make the right choice.
This game has choices. I'm yet to understand if they actually have an impact or not. Or if it's like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where in the end the story is exactly the same. The only difference is who's alive at the end.
Looks like your girlfriend held up her end of the bargain, Quill.
We know for sure it's her.
Checking. Same designation as before. It's definitely Hallis Hope.
Whoa! What are they doing to my ship?
Relax, standard Nova Corps procedure. My ship's fine.
Which part?
Ask Quill. He's the one who keeps crashing.
All right, let's pay that fine.
That doesn't seem like a good place to keep a mug.
So, after we get out of here,
You mean if we get out of here?
I know someone who could set us up with a relatively lucrative contract.
I will not assassinate anyone.
Yeah, I ain't sneaking around no rich Flarker's mansion to poison his dinner or something.
I was going to explain how we could land a cattle herding contract.
Okay, here we go.
That's fancy.
If they so much as scratched her paints, we get Nova Corps to reduce our fine.
Good luck with that.
It's gross negligee.
Negligence.
That's what I said.
Where is everybody?
Most Nova stations are heavily automated,
Okay,
all
I remember
synchronized by the World
how
Mind.
to dash.
It is unsettling.
Not like they had.
M ship. Designation Milano. Move to holding space
Get back here with my ship!
R734PL. Present validated ticket to kiosk prior to
Ticket?
departure.
Relax, Rocket. It's standard procedure.
You keep
hope-
saying that.
I hope it is.
It's actually my first Nova Corps fine. Yours either.
First time I'm paying one. Flarkin knew I should have stayed on board.
Come on. I won't let anything happen to my ship.
My shit. And you just did.
I mean anything bad. Trust me.
That's what you said about your cop girlfriend.
Okay, it's not supposed to be this empty.
Is it a holiday?
Space cops don't take holidays.
Hello? We're here to pay a fine. Looking for Centurion Corral?
door's locked.
Well, we tried. Come on, let's go.
We're not leaving. We'll go to them if we have to. Look, the door controls are on the other side if we can get you there.
So what, now I'm supposed to hack Nova Corps security?
I mean, if you don't think you can...
Cheap shot, Quill.
We are discussing breaking into a Nova Corps facility.
It ain't breaking in if no one's here.
Any chance they're all just on break?
Groot says the kiosk still says open. I say it ain't our problem.
Odd.
What is? I mean, besides all of this.
There's nothing. Not even a welcome screen.
It is on, right?
They're always on. Constant connection to the world mind, that's the point. This one's been severed.
Huh. Thirsty, big guy?
This machine appears to be inoperable.
Maybe they're just all out of your flavor.
And the vending machine is working.
Hey Drax, get me a can of Power Star, would you?
The machine is inoperable.
Here.
There.
According to the monitor, there's 9 people ahead of us. But no one's here.
Ghosts! Before I go in
We
there.
are meant to be clearing our find, not adding to it.
We're not breaking in. We're concerned citizens.
Oh, that's a lot of text.
We're not
I don't want any
citizens of
spoilers.
Xandar, or members of Nova Corps.
Well, whatever. We've got to deal with that tracker so we can get back to guardianing the galaxy.
Assume Rocket to be able to. Oh.
All right, there's an air duct in here. Could be a way in, Rocket.
Could, sure. Or maybe it drops down into the hangar.
Cover
Yeah,
panel.
Nova's
weak.
tech ain't that fancy.
Blaster
Don't
drive. Oh, okay.
expect me to hijack the world mind or anything.
There! One open air duct.
Now we have damaged Nova Corps property.
Just a little. All right, Rocket. See if this vent leads into that other room. And be careful.
You know, I still don't love this whole pay us fine plan, but I gotta say, messing with some Nova Corps tech ain't a bad consolation prize. Huh. There's something screwy with the power grid. It's like they're on backup only. I'm syncing the schematic to your visor.
You could do this the whole time?
Follow the circuits and let me know which junctions to switch. We'll have to pick and choose where we reroute power. We'll find out. Hey, I think I could set off the sprinklers from this thing. Does that help?
Only if you want to get wet.
That's a door.
The wrong door.
Still, progress.
Wait, what's the right door? Oh, that one. Okay. And very
Yo, Quill.
jittery.
Anytime. Ow! Flarkin' Nova Scut! I didn't trip something, I just rerouted something a little prematurely. Prepare to be amazed.
Hey, that sort of worked.
The blast door's gonna need some extra juice. See if there's another power duct. Flarkin' right, I can. This thing's got false positives all over the place. I'll
I'll have to do a relay.
Floor, Peter!
You said the connection was down. I thought it might help.
No, didn't help.
Presto!
There we go.
Watto?
You know, ta-da!
Is conspicuously silent.
Good point. Hey, Nova! We want to pay our fine and get your Kraken tracker off my ship!
What? Shh! I thought we wanted to find someone.
Gamora's right. Keep it down, Rocket. Something's off.
Exactly why we should get to the Milano and go.
As soon as we've paid our fine, we need to get rid of that Nova tracker.
There's more than one way to shake a tail, Quill.
The rodent is most qualified to speak on tails. Perhaps the sentient space computer summoned all Novacore back to Xandar.
From what I saw, it's almost the opposite.
So we just gonna ignore all that racket?
We don't need to get dragged into someone else's problems right now.
In a second, I think I need to adjust the settings. Because it's on maximum, like everything is max, and sometimes it's a little bit stuttery. Oh, that'll do for now.
At least we agree on that. If it ain't got nothing to do with getting my ship
Either
back,
that or the
I
mouse
don't
is-
care.
My ship.
It ain't spooky.
That big haunted house on Dervani was spooky.
One has nothing to do with the other.
Now this place brings back memories.
Did you once serve with the Novacore, Peter Quill?
What? No! But I had to stand in a lineup once,
Aw.
maybe twice. Anyway, good to be on this side of the glass.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 1, 1, 1. Nope. 4, 3, 2, 1. How about this? Clark,
What are you doing?
I figured as long as we're here, I may as well try and dig up some juicy Nova secrets. Maybe they even got a bead on Gamora's bluer half.
Not likely.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay, so it's not gonna be up. I assume this is the door. Oh, it opens. Okay.
I'm getting a real haunted mansion vibe from this place.
And none of that screams run away to you? Let's just transfer the units, like normal people.
Don't think we could if we wanted to. I checked the terminal in the lobby, and it's like the connection to the world mine has been cut.
Elevator's out.
But the shaft above looks open. We can use it to climb up there.
Crap!
I formally declare my objection to trespassing in a Novacore facility.
Ooh, spooky. Hello?
Maybe these snakes.
A bunch of babies. Oh, you were too.
Are these?
Centurion armor!
Yup. Feel free to try one on, Quill.
A true warrior requires no armor.
You wouldn't fit in one anyway.
I want to try it.
For real? Can I
Okay.
try one?
Ha! If you want to get fried to a puddle of goo, each one is gene-coded by the World Mine.
Are you saying the world mine has the genetic code of every Nova Centurion?
Yup. Word is, the bugs tried to use that against them in the war. But that's one supercomputer you can't... Ah! No wonder the door's all shorted out. The rotor won't stop spinning.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that one.
Hope that holds. How come this one gets its own room?
Looks like a workshop. You know, I hear they anodize these things with some kind of Zendarian smart metal.
Metal cannot be smart.
Smarter than some.
All authorized Novacorps personnel, please do not use 200,000 units. Roast. Look at that. Okay, they're not dying. Just a memo.
This room is austerely presented. Must be a great honor to become a Centurion.
To say the least. Each Nova Prime is selected from among the Centurions.
We have a similar custom among
If I
the
have-
Captain and Honor Guard.
Oh yeah, I can. Choose an upgrade. I like this one. I find myself often it's Kansas City.
It's all yours.
I mean, health dropping below 25%.
I doubt even you could break that.
Well, I found that workbenches are usually on like side rooms. If there's actually anything in here.
What do you think one of these suits would go for on the black market?
Don't even think about it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just asking.
Subcutaneous emitter is busted. Whatever that is. That means something to you?
Maybe. Means it can't report back to the World Mind.
That checks out with what I saw in the lobby.
I bet I could take a Centurion. I went one-on-one with a Millennium, you know.
Centurions are tougher.
Tougher? That's it. I want details.
Nope.
If I can find some. Uh-oh.
So, were you one of them honor whatever?
Certainly not. The Honor Guard are not permitted families,
Can't have any distractions.
nor weaknesses that could be exploited.
What else can we? Way up? Side? Something? Oh, here it. Cool. I mean, there are some pods that are missing. Suits. I'm afraid that they might show up later. Other than that, I don't see a way. But they're also not coming back, so I don't... Scan the arms, maybe. Oh. No additional information. These doors don't seem like they open. Oh! They do! God damn it. That's where they are.
More nothing.
There's gotta be an explanation.
The House Hope is a capital ship. Maybe they're all there for some reason.
Or maybe this whole place is contaminated with Vormirian pox.
I am experiencing a mild itching sensation.
Yeah, and I got a real pain in my ass.
Rocket, do your magic.
No.
What?
I said no. When are you gonna come to your senses, Quill? And then what? He's gonna drag us halfway through this station if we let him.
Okay. Try a different approach.
Groot, would you
Groot.
talk to him?
No.
Gamora, help me out here.
I don't know. He's got a point, Peter. How far do we go before we just call it?
When we find someone, they can't all be gone. Drax, think you could pry the door open?
Not without purchase. Perhaps you should negotiate with the rodent.
Damn it.
Okay, we try one more room, and if we still haven't found anything, we leave. Deal?
Fine.
We're
One
gonna
more
find
room,
something.
Not two. One.
I'm kinda with them. Should leave. They should leave. Ominous.
Door's flarked. We ain't going back that way.
I thought the Nova Corps had more ships.
I heard they got staffing issues.
From who?
People. in places with other people.
Peter Quill. I found this.
Sector 1, check in. Sector 1, sweep complete. 75% acceptance rate. It is as she promised. Have faith. The promise will be made real. Proceed to Sector 7. With faith.
Well, the good news is we're not alone. There's lots of chatter.
Tell them I want my ship back.
My ship.
I sense there's a bet.
But it sounds like they're searching for something or someone.
Could explain why no one's around.
Who gives a flark? Tell them to get their golden butts up here.
The promise will be made real. Proceed to Sector 7. With faith.
Hey there. Is this thing on? We're looking for Centurion Carell.
Who is we?
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. We were supposed to meet Centurion Carell to pay a fine.
Hello, Guardians of the Galaxy. I would be more than happy to assist you today. Where are you now?
We're in some sort of monitoring station.
Understood. Stay where you are. We will come to you.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound great. Sounds like a trap.
What did they say?
They're coming to us.
Huh. It's about flarking time.
Where's Centurion Carell?
Have faith. She is not with us at this time.
Have faith. Really?
Anyone else seeing a purple glow around these guys?
I do not trust them. If there's an alternative plan, now may be the time to execute it.
Come. All will be made clear.
What do you mean there's no Centurion Carell? Her ship's literally docked outside.
I understand your confusion. We will set your tumultuous souls at ease. Come, Guardians
like a
of the
cult.
Galaxy. We will take you to the Hallus Hope. Then you too can have faith.
We should return to the ship.
Yep.
Cool. And that all sounds super great. It's just, sorry, what's your name again?
You may refer to me as Carlos.
Right,
Carlos.
right, Carlos. Listen, we really need to pay our fine. Then we can go on our way, you can go on your creepy Temple of Doom way. It's a win-win for everyone.
Perhaps. Have you embraced her divine promise?
Only if I get her consent first.
For the promise to be made real, all living beings must accept it completely. Come, have faith.
Peter Quill, we cannot return the way we came.
All right, change of plans. Let's take these freaks to church.
Pew pew time!
Someone's getting hurt.
Ah.
Why would they just attack us like that?
Technically, it was we who drew first.
Rocket is on Groot's back.
Wiser than getting killed.
Ouch. Pressing all of the keys.
Crazy town.
Get back in there.
We are engaging in self-defense.
I don't think they care!
I have assuaged the threat. Return to the skirmish.
Big problems call for the big solution. Thanks, Jax.
This will not reflect well on our fine.
I don't think that matters now.
With that door flarked, we gotta go out the way they came in. So expect more of them purple freaks.
Yeah, what was with that weird glow they had?
Sorcery.
Let's just find Corel. I'm sure she'll know what's going on.
Yeah, if she don't try and kill us like the last lot.
No way. Not Corel.
Bad feeling about this.
Looks like a standoff.
Was a standoff.
Not good.
Clark, Nova killing Nova.
Which side won?
There's your answer.
Oh man, this is bad.
Just good, all of them.
None of us got a whole lot of choice. Clark and Meathead, nice knowing ya.
Damn it, Drax!
Can he handle that many?
Not much we can do about it now.
Can't this
Where's-
thing go any faster?
We're lucky it ain't plummeting to the ground after being
Where's
shot
Drax? Did he
like that.
jump? I think he jumped.
Oh, I should have just jumped.
Yeah, because that's what we need. Two idiots.
Ground floor! Get ready for a fight!
Don't forget about Drax. We need to make sure he's okay.
We really shooting up a cop shop?
Let's hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. Didn't count on Drax, did ya?
Beware the walking pile of busted time.
Don't make this a habit!
Ah. Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped in. Let them go in front. Because they don't die. Really? Just a moment. Just something. Settings on the chat. Wait, fades over.
This is what you get for shooting! Chop it down! Roof! Anti-time!
It's like they've completely lost it!
Maybe they've been hypnotized! Like space hypnotized!
Just look at us! Back the hallway! I ain't gonna end up like them other Nova Corps!
This could mean civil war on
Oh, does more damage when he's there on the ground. Good to know.
Take this to your big...
Oh! Thank you, Christina. Forgot. Thank you, Ritus. He didn't miss much. Just a lot of confusion.
Hopefully no one we know! I'm ready!
Now I don't have a... Oh! Now the... Oh man, this game is buggy! Now I don't have a... No, I don't have a... What if I do it like this? I don't have aim. Like, there's no... It's actually more challenging this way. Maybe I'll just skip it.
There, kill, now!
Oh, there it is.
This still doesn't explain why the station was empty!
Oh, come on, come on.
I ain't interested in the Flarkin mystery! They dishonor the principles of law enforcement! That's a low bar! The electrifying intender spells irritate me!
Time to shred them!
Knife to meet you!
Drax, toss it!
Look out, let him sussel weaken! Hurt him!
And you got my attention.
They don't seem like Nova Corps to me!
Seem like the same old jerk Nova Corps to me!
The bloody mind guy is really starting to take...
Damn, it doesn't... so much health.
Let's see those branches!
Don't think you're just gonna let us leave.
Oh wow, team combo. You gone? Yeah.
This is kind of a fantasy.
Oh, there's more.
Let's hope this doesn't come back to haunt us!
Looks like even she's got her limits. Just look at him. They're glowing. Underutilized.
God damn it, so many.
What's next, Peter?
Do your thing, Drax! Prepare yourself!
Why didn't we find them here?
Perhaps they were fighting an enemy. Watch the large one explosive! What have you done with the Corral?
Maybe that's who you're looking for. Might want to check on that, Peter.
I think they're weaker to melee attacks. God damn it! How dare you? How dare you? Okay, so that didn't work out. There's too many of them. Wait. I think Rocket has an ability for these kinds of situations.
Big guy, 12 o'clock!
Oh, not again.
Bear,
Help me.
kill, now! Ah, that is much more informative. Those who resist must be burned. Make them hurt, Gamora!
Thought you'd never ask. Breach the shield.
I don't know what happened, but I like it.
Rocket! Safety's off! Drax, destroy! Destroy!
Good thing there's no friendly fire.
Last time someone got stabbed.
Drop it on him! Get a ground! More defenders have arrived!
What the flark are we waiting for? Let's turn him in. What's next,
Send
Peter?
it their way, Drax! Another train Skeletor soldier down!
Let's go one at a time.
He's whacked out Nova Corps twerps. Keep coming.
Them or us. Keep shooting.
Cut it free, Gamora!
Clark, yeah. Quill, more of those Nova Corps freaks.
There we go.
Peter, help.
Looks like even she's got her limits. Ha! Good luck with those mines now. Those attack mines. No mercy. Look
Rocket! My limits are being tested!
Hey, Quill! I think the big guy's seen stars!
I seek vengeance! I'll be your wingman anytime.
Ah,
Less lethal? Still hurts, I bet.
the big one there. I think I can get to.
I am trying to destroy.
To the foe!
I must hold on.
Hey, Quill! I think the big guy sees stars!
I'll be your wingman
Okay.
Guys,
Let's do the morphine time. Not really morphine time, but pep talk time.
They're making us look like amateurs out there! Nothing's getting through!
It does feel suspiciously like an unproven warrior's first fight.
And if it continues this way, it's gonna be our last!
Whoa, whoa, guys! How often have you told me that you're better than the rest? Like it's some competition where the losers fail the test.
It's a battle, Quill. It is a competition.
I'm talking about coming together. Because if we do, we win. So who's with me?
This battle is
That was kind of weak, but okay.
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks? The big one won't mind!
Don't get hit from behind!
Yeah.
I'm ready! Find me an opening! Better than a cup of coffee?
hold them down, dude. We are
Someone nuke those mines!
Here's your chance, Gamora.
This won't hurt! Much! I see it!
Not enough.
Sick of those bastards!
Still not done.
Wrap 'em up, boys! Whacked out or not, that one had to hurt!
You really seem to be enjoying this!
I guess when it's the last one, you kind of get to it. I believe
I do not think our fine will be paid today.
you have a new ability.
Guys, Corell's ship is right there. We just need to...
What? What do we need to do, Quill? A whole bunch of whacked out space cops just tried to vaporize us. And you want to go looking for a rematch? Because your girlfriend might be in trouble?
That's not what I'm doing, and she's not my girlfriend.
Could have fooled me.
Rocket! The only thing that this is about is getting our ship back. We find Corell, and then none of this is our problem anymore.
You're right. It won't be our problem anymore. Because we didn't sign up to be run around halfway across the galaxy by a cop-loving human.
Come on! Seriously, Corell?
Join the Guardian, she said. It'll be good for your mental health, she said.
All right. Listen to Flarkup. Groot and I are getting off the Dastrock. Anyone who'd like a ride can follow us. Everyone else can go to hell.
Oh no.
I prefer the rodent's plan.
Yes, we tried.
Find the invaders. None must escape.
How did the all-knowing world mind not foresee this event?
They're just a computer, not God.
Rocket, come on.
You come on! I told you we should have left.
And we are. I'm on board. Let's find the Milano and...
Intruders.
See. Get to pick one. Rocket already has his. Enemies run once and they'll. Crowd control. Charges forward, doing in a line. That looks funny, but also very specific. Let's see Groot. Groot's to shoot up from the ground, dealing under attack. So they're all pretty much the same thing. They're all to control a bunch of control a group instead of having just one target. Okay, I guess we'll go with Groot.
Reported in the repair bay.
And try not to die in the process.
First sensible thing you said, all cycle. All must see. All
You don't
will
think this
believe.
sort of thing is happening at Nova stations everywhere?
That's what they get for being jacked into an intersystem network.
Or maybe what happens when one gets disconnected?
Bro!
Intruders in C junction. Looks like we're fighting our way out. 3 our five.
Like the music changed, but I didn't.
Throw that tracks!
Cause they're bonkers, that's why.
I didn't associate it with combat.
Feel free to stop and ask them!
Any idea where we're going, Rocket?
Oh, don't you start.
I'm just asking!
We came down an elevator. We're gonna need to go up one to get back to the hangar.
Little crowded in here!
This hardly qualifies as a crowd, Peter Quill.
Toss them around!
Welcome, death! Do they seem like they want to talk about it? Close quarters ain't really my thing.
Suits me fine!
Hey! You guys know you're glowing, right?
Yeah, maybe get yourselves done. One more room. I prefer this room.
I'll be on the front!
Are we certain these Novacore are the enemy? If they're shooting at us, then yes!
That's a good point.
Come on, Rocket. You can't stay mad at...
For now, at least, let's not wait around.
Jeez, this is not where I thought this day was going.
Checking if that opened or.
Hey, you said we needed to go up, right?
Never thought I'd be fighting Novacore again.
They are no longer Novacore.
Yeah, this don't count.
But who or what are they? What's with that glowing?
For once, let's keep our noses out of it. Yeah.
Wait. It's an outfit, I think.
Secure the station.
Do this.
All must accept or be purged.
It is Novacore's duty to protect life, not to destroy it.
Tell that to the corpses in the repair bay.
Corpses cannot hear.
Hey, we can get through here. You'll fit. Just suck it in.
Wait,
Is there any way for
where's
us
Rocket?
to track where the Hope went?
Why the scut would we want to do that?
There could be survivors aboard.
Maybe Corel took her ship back to Xandar to report. Look,
Are they praying?
what the hell have we wandered into?
Check out that big guy. Don't look like no Nova to me. He was a sorcerer. Behold the magic flow to the altar.
There's no such thing as magic, right?
Come on, let's get moving before these whack jobs spot us.
It's like we stumbled on some creepy cult.
I told you, it ain't our problem.
It will be if they've taken over Novacore.
No Nova, no fine. No problem.
We should probably tell someone.
Yeah, tell it to your diary. Come on, down here.
How do you know?
I don't. I'm just putting distance between us and those whack jobs. Nice to see you listening for a change.
You cannot see listening.
Don't you start with me, Muscles. You're still mostly in my...
So, you think?
Yeah, I'll deal with the door. Whoa! Purge the faithless, Marcus! Stop! Can nothing go easy? Don't blame me!
Almost. Of course, there's more coming.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow.
Where is that coming from? What? I am so confused. It doesn't show anywhere. Is that... Wait. Shouldn't Blurb show in the chat? Ouch! Wrong target.
This position is strategically compromised.
Let's bring them down to our level!
Any last words?
It's not the shield, it's the mind! Enough already!
This may be a problem.
Looks like even she's got her limit. What are these lights?
And I die. And I die. What? What? Oh, is that? But it doesn't say who's pressing the thing. Shouldn't it show on chat? That was loud. It was loud. I'm gonna drop it a little. Considerably. Weirded out that Blurb doesn't show on chat. No idea who's that. I have finished all of the dark candy. Now all that's left is the candy that Christina likes. Have a nice week. Have a nice week, Bugs. I'm saying Bugs because I think on Pokemon Go it's Bugs. It's easier to say than just Bug. It's not easier to say, but it sounds better. I don't know. Have a nice week and I'll see you around. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you appreciated the hope you liked your time here. Only Bug. All right. Bye. I thought it was Bugs. Anyway, I've dropped the volume.
His name is John Cena!
It's still loud, Jesus. Down. His name is John Cena. What? Okay, Christina, do you have... Christina and anyone in chat, any bets on who's using Blurb? Because I have no idea. Maybe I could check like the kind of history. Or maybe just disable Blurb. Cadence. How did you know, Christina? How did you know? Can you see? I inherited that nick from my older brother. Huh, okay. That's cool. I assume you took over an account of his. Then you just kept using it. But how did you know, Christina? As a mod, can you see who's using Blurb? Let's continue the pew pew. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit too low. My brother used to love Bugs Bunny. Ah, so I was almost there with the Bugs thing. Other cartoons. It is easy to see on stream. On stream? Oh, it has a. Oh, it shows the. Okay. It has a layout.
Tell it to your diary. Come on, down here.
Overlay.
You know.
I don't. I'm just putting distance between us and those whack jobs.
Nice to see you listening for a change.
You cannot see listening. Don't you start with me, Muscles. You're still mostly in my good books.
Oh, that's not the.
Who says I can't? This is his fault. In fact, I'm done talking to him.
To who?
You!
Okay.
Too late.
Groot, tell Mr. One more room him and me are done. Fine. Quill, Groot says you and me are done.
Today's topic: how to confuse table.
From the station.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a good topic. It's not that hard though.
So, you think...
Yeah, I'll deal with the door. Someone's gotta get us out
Gonna
of
be
here.
here.
Urge the faithless! Larkin, stop! Can nothing go easy? Well then, get the ones down here!
Stop short, Groot!
Let's hope that big one doesn't join in.
I have never faced this sorcerer!
Got him right in the chest.
Punch it, Drax!
Brace yourself! It seems the sorcerer we saw has bewitched Novagor.
Don't be so superstitious!
You shall not wield the Nova Force again, traitor!
Hey, Drax! Save some dorks for the rest of us!
Stay clear of the mob field, miss!
This hardly seems fair!
Gotta take out those. Oh, there. Stop it!
Busted open the Novagor crackpot!
Take out the ones on top.
Cops now! Music to my ears! Just like a Nova, we'll take you when you're down!
And we must be sure to take back!
Oh, I thought the guys were doing parkour, but it's just Gamora flipping them around.
Working!
Punch him up! Ride! Honor!
Keep an eye out! One we saw!
He seemed pretty caught up in that whole magic show!
What's next, Peter?
You should have trusted the rodent's instincts!
See? He gets it!
That bony bad guy's really starting to take me wielding foreman must perish next.
Don't get hit from the front!
I am not accustomed to being vulnerable. Go get him, Tiger! My great strength goes underutilized!
You got it!
Yep. Bam! Wrestling move.
Good luck with those mines now! Incoming explosive! Bombs won't do scut!
Then let's take him out first!
Make your peace!
Wow, look, he had that arm so bent. I was just admiring his flexibility.
If it shows up, I most will have to deal with it!
I would not dismiss some aid!
Hey, Quill! I think the big guy sees stars!
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I could help them. I couldn't. One down.
Blitz of rocket!
Man, and I thought normal Centurions were bad!
They're not all bad. You okay? I got you, Drax.
I am trying to destroy!
Now, Gamora!
Finally!
Oh, still alive. Jesus. Where is he?
Talk about death!
He's trying to run away. No, you don't. Not after all you've put us through. Ouchie.
They do not seem interested, rodent!
So much shooting. That's too late.
R73-4, PO!
Lay on the herd!
Feel my wrath!
This has got my name on it!
Watch my barking back while
There
I
we
deal
go.
with this door.
You sure you can get it open?
You gonna second guess me
I think we. Couple more.
every step of the way?
I'm not!
There, let's go.
I wasn't second guessing, I'm just... Sure.
These doors have been barricaded. Means someone at least tried to resist.
Bad lot of good it did 'em.
We don't know that. There could still be others on the station.
That-
Or maybe those were the survivors who fled on the Hallows Hope.
Were we in the same elevator? Those Nova barely got a shot off before they were gunned down by them glowy ones.
Gamora's right. At least I hope she is. They can't all be dead.
They ain't. Most of them switched sides.
I mean, some of them must have escaped.
You were referring to your former lover and the child.
I've got to believe Corel was on that ship.
Yeah, well, believing don't make it so.
What would make Nova turn on Nova?
Perhaps they were not acting of their own free will.
They sure looked like they knew what they were doing. To me.
All right, hangar, here we come.
What the flark was that docking number?
R73-4 PL.
Are you
When
serious?
approached,
Always.
look open.
You're my new favorite person, Muscles. No, not really.
Oh, there. Apparently, it's open when you
There she is.
unapproach it.
Come to Papa. 4PL, done. All right, bay is clear, extending catwalks, and... Flark!
What's up?
The clamps won't release. Those whack jobs must have triggered a lockdown.
Can you override it?
Wouldn't be much of a lockdown if I could. I can hold her in position and get the engines warmed up, but you're gonna have to release those clamps manually.
All right, release the clamps and don't die.
All faithful, converge on the central hangar.
Let us
None
deal
can
with
escape
these
her light.
Focus on the clamps, Peter! We'll try to keep them off you!
One down!
Look out!
There's another one!
All right, I'm hooked into the Milano system.
Where's my tunes?
I got your study terror music.
We've got more incoming! I have to admit, the music makes it better.
Right out of the clamp. Ah, now the Rex is in trouble.
Almost there, team!
And it seems like they know it.
Go get him, Tiger!
He said focus on the clamps, so I think I'm gonna do that. But to do that, I must... Ah, there we go. Find them.
Whatever their deal is, these guys are no slouches!
Oh.
Get back in there, Tiger!
Next round's on me!
They really don't want us to go.
They will be sorely disappointed! This flow is oddly beautiful! The trick is to defeat them before they defeat you! I was almost cooked there! Thanks, Big D! How's it going in there, Rocket? I do not unable to participate!
Oh. Many grenades. I need to find the freaking clamps. Found 4, but there must be more.
All right, release the clamps and don't die. Let us deal with these rebels.
Focus on the clamps, Peter. We'll try to keep them off you.
One down. Surely true Nova would not fall this easily.
At least there's no Centurions.
Man, I totally laid out that psycho soldier.
Way to knock some sense into cut to the chase.
Okay, shoot the clamps. I can do this. Do you need a rousing speech, Peter Quill?
Drax, try to keep them off Peter.
It's good. I'm good. Hey, Rocket! Can you get us some tunes for the Milano? Play my Kentuckian sea songs! Drax with the assist! Rescued you!
Try to keep them from swarming.
I thought that was your job!
I'm ready. Find me an opening.
Are you making progress, Peter Quill? Doing my best here, Drax!
Peter!
I have a suite! Return to the summit!
I need to use them more. I need to use their abilities. I mean, they do say, you know, focus on the clamps, but I can't because they dudes get in the way.
All right, release the clamps and don't die. One down!
Matra Astika!
There's another one!
All right, I'm hooked into
don't remember this one. Not again! What am I doing wrong? I think I said it before. I need to use their abilities more. Quick thing.
All right, release the clamps and don't die. One down.
Samo! Was that too loud? Let me know if that was too loud. Hello, Samo. Thank you for the sub. How are you doing? Oh no, it wasn't Sam. Okay, that's okay. Samo gifted. Okay. By the way, how are you, Cadence? I answered you before, but I didn't properly greet you. Essentially, how's everyone? Was okay. Okay.
Now what?
We should set course for Contraxia. May bear our issues over cold.
I don't hate it, but we should report what we saw first, right?
Because that's our biggest problem, Quill. Come on, Groot, we got scut to do.
Rocket!
Okay, I must go out delivering.
What's with him?
The Abomination is never happy.
Rocket's got a point, though. Our comms are flarked, the tracker's still counting down, and Corel could be anywhere in the universe. It's not looking good.
Weird seeing Gamora in those kinds of clothes.
Rocks.
Like in the movies, she's always wearing these.
You mean a rock in a hard place?
That is what I said.
Hala knows we could use a night off. So, Contraxia?
We should go
Stop.
to nowhere instead.
Ah,
Stock
Another
taking?
suitable location to partake in liberal
What does that mean?
Report what we saw. Me and Cosmo go way back. He's chief of security. He'll make sure the right people know about the Rock.
And the tracker and fine?
Rocket's got a guy in nowhere. He killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. I'll set the coordinates. Maybe talk to Rocket.
Peter Quill, what does killing 2 birds with 1 stone signify?
Hey, Drax.
He's
You all right?
reading glasses?
You must be feeling pretty crap about having to punch through all those cops back on the station.
Do not worry. I simply need some time to get my thoughts in order.
Right. Never thought we'd have to fight Nova Corps.
The soldiers we encountered were not acting like Nova Corps officers. And those robed priests, it was all very disturbing.
Rocket will.
Quill, seriously? Just make it fast, okay? Why do I even bother helping you, Quill? Done. Time to go. Oh, and Flark you, by the way.
I'm spit.
Get out of my room, Quill.
But I need to talk to him. Not a rocket, not a raccoon.
Hey, guys? What's up?
Nothing at all, Quill. Not a thing.
Something wrong with Groot?
Nope. He's just defoliating. Seasonal thing.
Come on, I know you're
Horrible
lying.
mo-
You guys are planning something.
What we do ain't none of your business.
Can't we just talk about it?
Talking ain't worth scut if you don't put your money where your mouth is.
Things are gonna get better, I promise. We'll fix it.
Just like you promised before Seknarf?
Come on, Rocket.
What? You gonna tell me I'm a valued member of your crew again? Leave us alone, Quill.
People not really spending money. It's not just not spending money. I guess it's like after COVID.
I need to clear my mind.
I guess you're not
This
gonna
work
have
is
as
not
much delivery,
If you
right?
need a recommendation,
Because
I just
people
finished
used
the
to,
World Minds postmortem on ineffective planetary
order a
scale
lot more
battle
stuff
tactics of the Galactic War.
during the
What
pandemic.
part of this would help clear my mind?
None. It's very upsetting to read.
Do you ever ponder how different your lives would have been had you joined the Nova Corps?
You asking me or Peter?
Both.
I don't think either of us would have fared very well.
You are not fond of peacekeeping.
And Peter's not fond of helmets. It messes with his hair.
Rocket?
Flark off, Quill.
Banging.
Come on, guys.
Groot says go away.
Okay.
Assassin, you believe the events unfolding aboard the Rock qualify as a mutiny, correct?
Looked pretty obvious to me.
Even if the officers who rebelled were under the influence of a mysterious force.
Doesn't really change that they rejected Nova Corps orders and started killing their shipmates.
I find it repulsive.
Yeah, I do hope we're all well. But what did you mean by stop taking demo?
Why do you still read about war?
Didn't quite understand that.
Assassin? Do you miss the Galactic War?
Do I miss losing planet after planet to the enemy?
I was referring to your time working with Nova Corps when you were viewed as a hero.
I think Drax just called Gamora a hero.
Nova
The space
Corps
llama
never
is
thought
here.
of me as a hero, Drax. They only pretended until the war was over.
Can't interact with it.
So those coordinates.
They're in your console.
Got it. Nowhere, here we come.
I don't think we've been to nowhere in this game yet. But it will. That looks fancy. It also looks nothing like what I would imagine space travel look like.
Ah, nowhere. The last spaceport on the edge of the known universe and home to the best black market deals you can find.
And surprisingly good noodles.
You ever wondered what kind of person found it? Was like, oh look, the severed head of a giant celestial being. Let's drill holes in it and live inside.
They wanted the brain tissue. Very rare, very valuable. The marketplace came after, along with noodles.
You're certain this Cosmo is trustworthy, Peter Quill?
Of course, he's chief of security.
And nowhere.
Cosmo's the dog, right?
As such, probably deals in Novacore all the time. Trust me, he's gonna want to know about the rock.
What are they doing back there?
Shenanigans, likely.
See you never, flark bags!
We need a new Eternals movie. Tie all this stuff together. Or a Guardians movie. I have a new inventory system and I need to count all the stock I have.
We may have to pack some boxes for them.
Currently I have, the weight of the item, what the item is. Oh, that sounds fun!
A rocketing group.
Maybe. For
Did they
someone who
really
likes
leave?
that.
Yes.
It looks like it.
Do we know where they went?
You're the last one who talked to them.
Yeah, Rocket seemed pissed off.
Everyone keeps leaving, or someone keeps leaving the fridge door open.
So, Drax, where do you want to partake in liberal libations?
I am unsure. Perhaps Mentlow's Tavern.
Really? Why not Al's Bar instead?
Because their ale is weaker than Mentlow's.
Try to behave while
Stretching.
we're gone, okay?
Stretch.
Maybe when we get back, I'll ask Groot to give you a bath. Guess you were right. Turns out we couldn't trust those guys.
I still have faith that the tree will bring the rodent to reason.
At least you're still here.
I wouldn't want to miss your meeting with Cosmo. Hypothetically.
Fine, whatever. We'll talk to Cosmo and then we'll go out and have a good time.
Not fun. It'll allow me to see what's been used and how much my stock levels are going so that I can price up
You think
jobs
Cosmo
more
will
efficiently.
actually believe us?
Like I said, we go way back. Plus, he's probably already heard about what's happening. All we do is confirm the rumor. Maybe he'll even give us a reward.
Not fun, but it needs to be done. Christina?
Have you had dealings with this Cosmo murderess?
We've circled back to that name, have we?
As a statement of fact, you are by trade an assassin.
And you're a convicted serial killer. Your hands aren't exactly clean.
I washed them before leaving the ship.
Ooh, luxury cruise ship. Oh there.
You did not answer my
Good
earlier
transport.
question.
I like the other one better.
What question?
Have you met Nowhere's chief of security?
Not personally, no. But I've heard stories. Peter's right. I think he's our best bet. I can't wait to see the rift. What about Rocket and Groot?
What about them? They left. What am I supposed to do? Chase them down and beg them to come back?
You could apologize.
That's your advice?
The apology does not need to be sincere.
Then what's the point?
I guess if we ever see him again. Big if, by the way. But if it happens, then maybe I might think about it. Anyway, once we let Cosmo know what's happening out there, we'll have more time to think about what to do with Rocket.
If Rocket doesn't come back, we'll need a contingency plan for getting rid of the Nova Tracker.
Why? We have not yet spent our ill-gotten gains.
We could still pay the fine.
But we'd have to go all the way to New Xandar to do it.
How do we find this Cosmo?
We head to his tower on the far side of the market. That's where he keeps an eye on things.
Okay, how do we get there? And they have such big elevators, just to transport 3 people. Seems inefficient.
Be good to see Cosmo again. I guess I kind of missed the old boy.
How exactly do you know him?
Was he also a prisoner of the Chitauri?
Nope, we met right here. Back when I was in the
You guys keeping secrets? I don't know if I can trust you.
The Ravagers actually did some good during the war.
Even the mangiest of mutts will behave. It befits them.
Whatever bad stuff we all did is behind us. We're the good guys now.
Right. Heroes for hire. Except no one will hire us.
Maybe Cosmo will have a fetch quest for us or something. Keep an eye on your things. These kooks are a bit hands-on, if you know what I mean. Those people who claim to be able to see the future, sure.
I've encountered them on several planets.
What the hell?
Strange that's one of the things most galactic cultures share.
That and walking on 2 legs. I always imagined aliens would be more alien.
But this looks like a fun place. You don't serve primates, okay. There's a lot of chatter going on, and it's hard to tell who is saying what.
Or his adopted daughter.
Me. That's a tarot reader. Fine.
I've got enough to worry about with the present.
Mantis, what are you?
Do you still have those suicidal urges?
What? No?
Huh. And you thought joining a team would be bad for you. Hi. Sunlord, right? Is it Rockstar?
It's Star-Lord.
Hey, that's right. I forget which version of you I've met. Did you do the thing yet?
What is the thing she is referring to?
No idea.
Hi. I don't know if we've met yet. No. It's not. Oh, you poor. No, he's lying. I mean, Where the Kotati take root, the broken promise of all will be mended.
Mantis, you okay?
Oh, hey, Gamora. You look less depressed.
Thanks.
Don't worry. It's always weird the first time.
All the secrets.
Hi, guys.
You should not be in this place.
Actually, I'm exactly where I need to be. I think. No. Yes, this is where I need to be. Or needed to be. Am needed, yes. Wait, why are you here?
You cannot keep leaving the sanctuary. It's not safe. There are rumblings in the galaxy.
When aren't there rumblings in the galaxy?
That Mantis looks more like the Scarlet Witch. What?
Yeah, okay. If you're gonna keep
It looks
making
weird,
that face.
but I don't know very well from.
It was nice seeing you again, Gamora. Star Guy. Green Meanie. Okay, bye.
So, Gamora, you and Mantis seem close.
We've met.
Okay.
You're being evasive, woman.
Wait, woman? That's the nicest thing you've ever called me.
Anyone ever tell you you're an open book?
Hardcover or paperback?
I just meant Mantis mentioned a few things.
Mantis says a lot of things. They don't always.
Don't you start eyeballing me.
Until they do.
That insect woman was odd. I understand your reluctance to discuss her.
Mantis is strange, but she means well. I think she does, anyway.
We enter? Oh, we can enter!
So, you want us to bring them back here?
Not necessary. Transport will be waiting once we capture the target.
That'll work. We'll be in touch. Let's go, Groot.
What's the big idea, man?
Think you got me confused with somebody else, pal.
Come on, Rocket, let's talk about this.
Can you believe this guy?
You can't just quit. We need you.
Oh, well, I don't need you. Find some other sucker to keep your shit together.
You're more than just...
I know that's gone not anywhere. Itaquil!
Actually, maybe we can stick around for a bit.
Last time I see you, you was running away from Mordilia. With your britches off and done.
Get ready for a fight.
I'm always ready.
What the? I don't know what's going on here, but I thought we was friends, Eta. Or did you forget about me?
What the hell does the fur mean? What does the fur mean? What does it mean? Can I take a pause? What is the fur? What does it mean, like letter doer thing, or fur? Put off a later time. That doesn't apply. I googled. What does it mean? What does it mean? Put off an action or event to a later time. Fun. Yeah. Okay. That's Samuel. That's also what I found. But does that mean like let her take the reins, or? Scared because I don't want to. I picked the wrong option and the guy is killed. That's not what I want. That's. Save the game. Sounds like a good place to save the game. I'm gonna be truthful. Wait, of course we remember you, right? Oh, okay, okay. Be like... throw Gamora under the bus, maybe. Gonna be truthful. I don't know if that's the way, but we'll see.
No, I don't remember meeting you, man. Sorry.
How the hell could you forget?
Look, there was a couple of years there where things got a little bit blurry, okay? They're, you know, picking up missions, strange women, alien alcohol.
So just like now?
I can't believe this. You and me, Star Riders, together till the end.
What is he talking about?
Oh, it's a song, right?
It is.
Of course it's a song. The one that was playing when Peter and me made our unbreakable blood oath.
We did?
Breakable blood oath? That is a serious commitment, Peter Quill.
Oh, no, wait, of course, I remember. You, me, the music.
Tells you what, Peter. How about you and me? Storm ride together! One more time.
Here we go.
You wanted to sing a song.
Together till the end, gotta finish the fight. Cause this storm's gonna rage till the end of the night. Come on, Lita! Together! Roaring like a hurricane! Ride the storm!
Wait, didn't I pick the option? I think I...
Peter, if this is you genuinely trying to sing right now, we are in serious trouble.
What's going on, Nita? I thought you loved this song. Keep going! And get it right this time. Let's go!
This is just weird. It's a little bit.
Together till the end, now we look to the sky. Lightning strikes twice, now it's us to the fly. Sing with me, Rita. Driving through the pouring rain. Ride the storm. Storm Rider. Storm Rider. Yeah. That's the spirit, Rita. Oh, come here.
Oh,
Come on.
For Flark's sake. Let's go, Groot.
Good time, good time, good time! You running the Ravagers now? I hear Yondu's doing time in the kiln.
Me? Me? No, I got a new crew now. You? Still doing that, thing you do?
No, sirree. Novacor, now my partner on Molidia. But that's okay. I got a new business partner now. Into animal husbandry, you can say. That ain't no animal gonna have no husbands after she's through with them.
What?
Which reminds me.
I don't know if I want to understand that.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Well, listen, Peter. I want to apologize for almost shooting you.
Oh, you weren't actually gonna shoot me?
Oh, I would've. Right in the head.
Oh.
But that's not the way to treat a Storm Rider, is it? Alright, so I got you this instead.
What is it?
It's a ticket for Collector's Emporium. Yeah, I bought it thinking I'd have time to go and check out the oddities.
Wow, thanks, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, my pleasure. And remember, ride the storm, storm ride, storm ride.
Okay. Bye.
Nice one, Peter.
It was fun.
Could have been worse. Where's Rocket?
The rodent left the bar once he realized you would not be killed.
Great.
If there's anything is here.
This place brings back memories.
You mean hangovers?
Yeah, on the house.
Really? Thanks.
Least I can do. If you hadn't talked him down, I'd have to close up and get the fire everything.
Right. Thanks, I guess.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so that's the thing. There's another
Too
exit.
cynical for me.
Wow, you've got some friends, Peter.
Opens when approached, but it didn't open when I approached it.
Aw, you just have a moment?
Tell the others and I slit your throat.
And there she is.
So there's the new song for Christina to sing on streams. Storm Riders. Sounds like her problem. Wait, that guy.
Am I crazy or were Rocket and Groot picking up a job?
Look that way, yeah.
You don't really think he's serious about quitting, do you?
I need to leave.
Something wrong?
It's not your business, Peter Quill. Do not wait for me.
Who's that? Drax!
Watch it, Star-Lord.
Watch yourself, jerky red guy! Can you believe that?
Oh no, the team is falling apart.
Mora? Guess I'll go talk to Cosmo alone.
Opposite direction. I guess I'll find it. Collector's Emporium. I think I'm gonna check it out since we're here. I wish I could run like, faster.
Welcome. You lucky traveler have arrived at the Illustrious Emporium, private collection of Tanalier Tivan, the premier exhibit of wonders in the galaxy. Most would hoard these treasures, but not Mr. Tivan. He is so generous. He wishes to share them with the common people. Would you like to take the tour?
I'd love a tour. Oh, I have this. Think I get in for free, right?
Oh my! You must be a very important person. Mr. Tivan does not give these out very often. Please enjoy the Emporium.
Greatest collection of gifts.
Hey, special ticket. Right. Wait, what's this? 3D glasses?
What is this place?
You have stumbled into the wonderful Emporium's gift shop. Would you like to purchase a souvenir? We have some very unique items.
Maybe. What kind of things do you sell?
Replicas of very rare items. Figures and effigies from lost civilizations. Objets d'art, in other words.
Figures? Like dolls? There's a member of my crew, a woman, who might like that kind of thing.
A boorish person might call them dolls. But that is neither here nor there. Tell me more about this person.
She, also likes swords.
Oh, not what does she like? What is she like?
Oh, distant and tough. But I think maybe there might be some squishy bits in her somewhere.
Ah, I believe I have the perfect item. What do you think? Would you like to make a purchase?
I can't.
Actually, she might kill me if I get her a present.
Some people do not appreciate the finer things. Commemorate your visit with the unique. Enjoy the one.
Oh! It's Nova's helmet, I think.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, exactly. What's this? Sword thingy, but it's broken. What does it say?
Kinda neat.
Oh, Sword of Heimdall. But it's broken.
Dude, no way!
Oh, I can read. Okay. Oh, it probably has descriptions. Registration. But wasn't this an Earth thing? Is such a thing? Passwords.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so they had fun getting things from the comics.
Fancy.
Well, these are Yondu's arrows, right? Or like that. Yep. Wait, this is broken. Someone stole it. Brood Queen. Before you the deadliest of specimens from Brood World, an infant queen were extracted from her unfortunate host. Heavily sedated. Oh, she escaped.
No
That's great.
way. How'd they get that?
Oh, Frogjolnir. So this is... Frogjolnir is said to be an unintentional gift from the Asgardian god of thunder, or rather his goat, whose errant to like tiny piece of Thor's own hammer. I'd rather have a full-size Mjolnir in my collection. Grants its bearer's powers identical to Thor himself. It's a tiny near. Tiny Mew Mew.
I don't get it.
Lots of things here. That Thanos' chair, it looks tiny.
Kinda neat.
King's time chair, okay. But still looks small.
Huh, interesting.
Eye of the Water. Man, look at the reflections. You can see, like, in there, you can see the reflection of the chair. Tesseract?
Dude, no
Cosmic
way.
Cube. The no, it looks like Loki's scepter, but
Fancy.
short. Pair of hands.
Oh,
Mandarin's rings.
cool.
Okay, the 10 rings. Okay.
I don't get it.
They're from Planet X. Oh, from Groot's planet. Get Groot is the rarest.
No way. How'd they get that? I don't get it. Huh,
Scepter.
interesting.
Lord's Cosmic. Ah, here we have. What do you call it? Throg Thor?
No way.
Throg. Frog of Thunder. You might think this is the God of Thunder transformed into a frog. It is actually a frog transformed into the God of Thunder, one of several gods of thunder, to be precise. This tiny fellow packs quite a punch, matched only by his thunderous croak. Captured after decimating an entire Badoon fleet with one throw of his mighty hammer, Frogjolnir. I selflessly bailed him out of prison and found him a here in my collection. If he tells you otherwise, do not listen. Guardians are known for their devilish.
No way! How'd they get that?
I can come here later and get it all for it. Looks like that guy from Power Rangers. The first one.
5 million? Imagine what you could do with that. Pay Corel, fix up the Milano, give the team a huge bonus.
Are you ready to buy the jackpot of a lifetime?
How will I know if I win?
You are encouraged to return to nowhere to verify your ticket. After verification, and an excessive verification fee, the jackpot will be transferred to your account.
I'd hate to win and then not show up on time to claim the prize. I'll pass.
Nowhere is expensive.
You want to break into Emporium? Collector.
This place must be good. Look at the run to get in.
I know it's a ball. It's a ball-shaped sphere. Very confused. Advantages to running around with. Oh, this is the same place. I'm a slot machine. Dollars work, sparkle and change scene. I pull lever. Never mind.
What's wrong, honey? You look terrible. This is a place to forget your troubles.
Got one thing left to do, and then I plan on doing some serious forgetting.
Spirit tree.
What's that smell?
Menu.
Got lots on the grill, local stuff.
Hey there.
Look at you, barely skin and bones, moping your way through the market. Better have a hot bite, it'll make you feel better. So, you hungry or what?
Starving.
I could eat. What's on the menu?
Got choga dogs, noodles, kebabs, and foam pies. What'll it be?
Well, and that they're all expensive.
That's it for me. Thanks.
Oh, it's in that direction. Okay, it's that ball.
I hope Cosmo's in the office.
Bridge closed. Go away.
Doesn't look closed.
Sisu. Nowhere security. Super official. Go other way. Ali. Ali.
I really need to see Cosmo.
Cosmo not in tower. He out there, Star-Lord. In alley.
Wait. How did you know my name?
Go. Or end up in Cosmo prison. You choose.
End up in. Let me? me away. These are garbage bin. Wormhole waste receptacle. Do not stick appendages. Oh, is this just a spot to enjoy music? Just noticed there's a target thingy on top of this. Oh, it's only on. Have the visor. There's a rat! Oh, you Why not have my guns? I do.
Cosmo! You in here? Cosmo! Sure, not weird at all. Cosmo is definitely somewhere in this maze of rotting brain matter. Okay, just gotta find Cosmo, then I can deal with the team. If I can find them. Peter, there's something out there. But I won't tell you what it is. Because I think being distant makes me mysterious. Cosmo? That you? Oh, I hate mazes. Especially stinking brain mazes. Okay, dude. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Groot.
Stop being so nice to him. Growl, grumble, hiss.
Flark! I'm gonna give myself a heart attack. Cosmo! Cosmo!
It's pew pew time. Oh, they are twins.
That's not.
I didn't know Hellboy was Marvel.
Look at what we got here. Watch it, Star-Lord. And what's a filthy, scut-stained Terran doing out here, Wilson? Hiding's what I think, Garrick. Aye. Terrans always be hiding. 'Cause everybody knows Terrans are scrawny. And good for eating. If you're into that. We might be into that. Except for the bounty.
Hey, guys. Wouldn't happen to know where Cosmo's office is, would you? I get the distinct feeling that you're looking for someone of the Earth persuasion. I get it, man. I get it. Us Earthers, we all look the same. It's not like you guys who very clearly look different.
Get to the point, Terran.
The point is I can help you find who you're actually looking for.
Terrans do all look the same. Except this Terran's got a word on his back. Just like the bounty says. What's that word on your back say?
I heard nowhere.
Or maybe it says Star-Lord. Either way. Get him! We've been hired to clobber some Terran with words on his jacket.
Lots of people have jackets.
Yeah, but you're the one the lady wanted. So hurry up and die. Wait. And Lady H want him alive?
Lady H, whatever Lady Hellbender's paying you, I'll double it.
Separate from brother to disable armor. Capitalize
No
on damage.
dice.
Well,
You
armor
don't
is what?
cross Lady H.
Armor disable. Hot tempered. Could be baited into stomping. Okay, so brother to
Triple! I'll triple it!
Dead now, Ross. More Terran.
Wait.
Anybody think to bring refreshments?
Lady H told us how much you babble. It's boot flight time.
Would it help if I said I was sorry?
Scrawny little Terran is scared.
Test name. I mean. Wait.
Okay. Yep, time out. Woo! Heart is pumping. Guys, it's very clear that we're evenly matched here.
Ha! No, we ain't. We're completely invincible.
Oh, well, that sucks, but we're all professionals here, right? Right? Maybe we can work something out.
Peter! Shoot now! We need to keep them separated! Draw them apart before shooting, Peter!
Nice of you to show up, Gamora!
Stay with me, bro!
They're watching us since we landed on nowhere!
Just make sure they don't crush me!
Here they come!
All right! Now you two are in for it!
We've had this trap ready for a while!
You two are just making me want to hit you harder.
I don't like teamwork when it's on the other side!
Look out, little man!
Watch your back!
Think I heard something break.
Oh no!
Miss us?
Now you two are in for it!
What are you talking is giving me a headache.
You two wasted the opportunity you had!
I will distract them his will.
We're getting ready!
This distraction is just what I needed. We're the ones who kill you.
Almost got the band back together!
A battle against imbeciles is exactly the bomb my soul requires.
Wait, you did it?
Peter!
What is happening?
Oh, Cosmo. I bet.
I think he's a telepath or something.
Does it do something here? Oh, yeah. Or it's guns. Doggy!
Come on. It's gonna be sick. It's about these zombies that invade Earth, and then it's up to these kids that have to blow them away.
Of course you would remember that. And then I ask you if you packed your lunch and you give me a blank stare.
I'll be careful, Mom. I always am.
Not so fast. Before you go, there's something I want to talk to you about, something I want to give you.
$20?
Don't push it. Think of it as a long overdue gift from your father. It's upstairs on my bed. Go on and get it while I finish up in the kitchen. And we can open it together.
Did you see last time? Done this already.
Little guy put up a big fight. Wouldn't have been able to land him without Grandpa's tricks.
The gift from his father. Can't be guns. The wrong room. Ah, yeah.
I knew you wouldn't wait. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter? It's something that's a part of you. Like your name. Before your father returned to space.
Ugh, Mom.
I know it sounds crazy and that you've never believed me, but something has changed. And now more than ever, you need to trust me. And maybe this will help.
It's the guns! Don't do that! He's not responsible enough.
Easy there, cowboy. These belong to your father. I used to think he left these for our protection. But they might as well be paperweights. Still, if they're enough to convince you of who he really was, then maybe they're protection enough.
Protection from what?
Your father wasn't just from another planet, Peter. He was important. And important men have enemies.
What do you mean, important?
He was king. Of an entire world. Called Spartax. Far, far away. And he was a great leader. And the way you look after people, Peter, I know you're going to be just like him. But leading is never easy. Your father left to protect us. And for 13 years it worked. But now something's coming. I know we're being watched.
Mom, if you really wanted to play a game that bad, you could have just said so.
I hope I'm wrong, Peter. I really do. But being the son of a king on any planet means that you are going to have a target on your back for the rest of your life. And you're plenty brave. But you're gonna have to be
But
smart.
you're kind of dumb. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be. You're gonna
may
have
get
to be smart.
Messy. I'm gonna let Kubrick out. I'll be right back.
Wonder if they'll work for him. Uh-oh. No, don't tell me you killed it.
Sick. Oh shit.
No!
Uh-oh. Like I said, that will make you believe. Fun. He always choose the like songs always fit the theme. Let's go pew pew. Let's go pew pew. Can I jump? I can't jump. How am I gonna? I can shoot the guns, but I can't jump.
I knew something like this was coming!
I can't believe you weren't lying. Aliens exist.
Are they the ones who take him? Did he keep the guns? Because he has to. Unless he went back for
Go!
Space puppies!
What the hell, buddy? What are you doing there?
You scuts got lucky. We almost murdered
The word is murdered.
That's what he said. Sheesh, no use being pediatric.
Oh, crap.
Would kill a lot of you. But not you. Mr. Big Words. Nope. Lady H wanted you alive. Not too alive.
Well, then you have failed your mission. Miserably. Peter Quill. These lackluster bounty hunters claim Lady Hellbender hired them to kill us.
Hey, we ain't no slouches. We're part of a league now. No. Not a league.
You said yourself she'd hunt us to the end of the universe.
I had hoped she'd send a monster, not these two.
We would have murderized you. But don't worry. There's more coming.
Did you hear that, Peter Quill? A silver lining.
Yeah, that's great, Drax.
Won't be long in these clavver traps. Not us. Friends will be breaking us out soon. Real soon. Plenty will wish we did kill.
Be silent.
Nice that you finally showed up. Would have been even nicer if you didn't abandon me in the first place.
I never left.
1 minute, we're having a great time, and the next... Wait a second, did you use me as bait? Huh. Well, your plan worked. A little too well, seeing how we're in jail now.
We're all in prisons of our own making, Peter.
Wait, where are the puppies? Oh my god, they killed the puppies.
Hey, this is a big mistake. I'm innocent. Cosmo, are you out there? Cosmo!
Have to get up. Otherwise, this is gonna be. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very boring game.
Reckon Lady H will get us out of here then? I reckon someone will.
Her name is Lady Hellbender.
Not working. Oh, there's
Hello?
a camera.
Cosmo? really need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, get your mitts off of him.
Ah, there's nothing like a prison break to bring people together.
Oh, I'll do more than that. I'll murderize you.
Hey guys, didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, cram it, Flatnard.
Flatnard?
Yeah, and a scruff truant one too.
Shut up and get in there.
Come on, dude. What's your problem?
You are. That's why we quit. Yes, you did. Now stop talking to him.
Rocket, buddy, come on. We had a good thing going. You and Groot are better than 2-bit bounty hunters.
Scoff.
What did you say?
I said scoff.
You don't say scoff, you just scoff.
Oh, so now I don't express myself proper like? You know what? You're a real piece of... What do you think I was gonna say?
Rocket, dude, woof.
We should have buffed you in when we buffed the chance. Like we are.
You don't, woof, woof, woof.
What? You rough in front of me? I told you a bajillion times, I'm not a roughin' animal!
What were you talking about?
You
Who wrote this? Well, there are the puppies.
Where are we?
You would have been still on nowhere. Osmo! How you doing, buddy? We were just about...
Guardian of Galaxies will tell Cosmo why they broke into Continuum Cortex.
Of course he is.
Or Cosmo will conjure worse psychic gulag.
Broke into the...
Do not feed Cosmo cat biscuits, Peter Quill. You work with Blood Brothers. Create distraction so Pesky Raccoon and sentient tree friend can use Continuum Cortex. Cosmo also know Guardian of Galaxies have Nova Tracker on ship.
Okay, I'm sure it's just one big misunderstanding. Right?
Right.
We're here because something happened on the...
Guardian of Galaxy were on Nova Rock.
Yeah, we went to find Centurion Corral and pay our fine. Why?
Strange transmissions spreading across galaxy, like rabbits in springtime. Cosmo sent many team to investigate, none return. Now Nova Rock, sending same signal. Guardian of Galaxy will tell me what they saw.
The Nova Corps were killing each other.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
Yeah, during that ritual with the priest. They kept talking about a promise.
Right away, sir.
Fraternity of Raptors. Cult of the Negative Zone. Universal Church of
Whoa, stop. That's them. That old man that's with them. His shuttle exploded on the Hallis Hope.
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Universal Church of Truths. That name ring bell for Cosmo. His old cult. Very powerful during Galactic War. Now, not so much.
You said the rock was transmitting a signal. What if the religion were somehow...
And yet, the Universal Church of Truths died with Goldskin God.
Let us investigate the Hallis Hope for you.
What?
You said none of your teams returned, right? Seems to me like you're short-staffed. We want to find out what happened as much as you do.
We do.
So let us investigate for you.
Always a catch, Peter Quill. And not fun kind with Paul.
Ball.
What Guardian of Galaxies want in return?
Simple. Drop the charges. Contact Nova Corps HQ and get the World Mind to forgive our fine. Then we'll go.
is not being so easy.
Face it, dog breath. You need us.
Us?
For now. Unless you got someone else stupid enough to go.
In Soviet Russia, Cosmo would not trust words of capitalist scum. But this is not motherland. And Cosmo no power of collateral. Guardianship, stay on nowhere.
What? You can't take our ship?
My ship.
How are we gonna find the Hallows Hope?
Ask Pesky Raccoon. Now come, essences of time.
So where are we going exactly?
To original settlement. From early days, before Tivan Group come.
You mean the first mining colony is still here?
Duh. Now abandoned, mostly. And highly restored.
This is the place you broke into.
Broke implies it took effort.
Wait, this is the Continuum Cortex?
Is best way to reach Nova ship before moves again.
You found Karel.
Where is she?
Nova ship currently in the Lydra system, orbiting Michael planet.
Contraxia.
Cosmo not surprised. Pesky Raccoon enjoy garbage planet.
Their restrooms do provide valuable information.
Entire planet now broadcast same signal as Nova Rock. Cosmo not understand purpose or intention.
All them bars, betting parlors, and brothels.
Maybe it's not such a bad thing after all.
We can find Karel and save Contraxia.
Maybe we shouldn't make too many guarantees.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is what we do.
I am with you, Peter Quill.
You are?
Of course. That was a rousing speech.
Bootlicker.
How many people know about this place?
Enough.
Is not broadcast across galaxy, but scientists come from many backgrounds.
If Thanos had known this was here...
Ah, dead Titan King no longer concerned for cause.
I am surprised the rodent was able to bypass your security systems.
Pesky raccoons are known for...
So, what is this, like another elevator?
They'll figure it out.
Please to stand back, Guardian of Galaxies.
Whoa!
Oh, that's no.
Which craft is this?
I know. It's like they've never seen a giant trans-dimensional hand before.
Please to step in palm.
What if things go sideways? How do we get back?
With passport. Can communicate with Cosmo, and if emergency, bring Guardian of Galaxies back.
Better you take it than Captain Valor over here.
This time, investigate Nova ship. Use passport to report findings.
And you'll speak to the World Mind? Get rid of that fine, right?
Cosmo do best. Good luck, Guardian of Galaxies.
Anyone see any seatbelts?
You better not throw up this time.
This is...
Sorcery?
I was going to say dizzying.
You get used to it.
Are we in space?
We're somewhere between space, between dimensions, between time, between realities even.
What do you mean, between?
We could theoretically go wherever and whenever with this thing. Even the places that don't exist, but do.
That's the point of giving me the freedom to walk around.
Avengers! Assemble!
What kind of name is Avengers?
Is that sound normal?
Normal. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Oh, Pat Benatar and Joan Jett watch over us.
Who are these gods you speak of?
Goddesses. Drax?
I am not the one laughing. It's obviously an ill omen of our impending deaths. No matter where you hide, I will find you.
Or it's an alternate reality.
I know that sound. I am proud.
Definitely an alternate reality.
Is that Earth? Mom?
Come on, your date for the promise gift. Come on in, Janie. Peter will be up in a second.
Really? Janie?
Okay, next stop, Hal's Hope. Probably. Hold on, Groot. Here we go.
Flark and Hala!
Okay, here we go! Whoa! You guys okay?
Do we look okay?
Well, hang in there. I'll try to restore gravity.
Oh, great. We're gonna be stuck like this forever.
Rocket, buddy, what am I looking for?
Drax, tell Scut Lord most ships use external power conduits to generate pseudo-gravity in hyperbaric airlocks.
Okay, I've got 2 conduits here.
Someone tell them to turn them on.
Thanks, buddy.
Something terrible happened here.
That's
What gave it away? The lack of gravity or the general destruction?
Both are undeniable clues.
Might be just what we need.
Then pick it up already.
All right, I'll have you guys on solid ground in a tick. Okay, got us a battery.
Took him long enough.
Hey, I'm trying, man.
And we're still floating around.
Rocket, what were you two doing in the Cortex?
Coming back from the job. A successful one.
Why come back to nowhere at all? I mean, if you really wanted to quit.
The client was there. Me and Groot had to get paid.
not easy to.
Okay, I got the battery installed, Gamora, but nothing's happening.
Seriously?
Fine. I'll tell them. Listen up, slug breath. Tell me what you see.
There's a blue wire and 2 connections, yellow and red, and 1 big green thing.
Don't touch the green thing!
Not a great time to start yelling, dude!
Okay. First, plug the wire to either connection. All we need is a little jump start.
To either one?
It's not brain surgery, just pick one.
Here goes
Don't touch the
nothing.
green thing.
Crap!
You touch the green thing! Get it, you!
Oh, I chose the other one.
Everybody, just hold on!
Oh, please don't tell me we're good.
You touch the green thing! Get it, you! Fucking great!
Everybody, just hold on!
Gravity was not
You
restored.
had one job, Quill.
I did exactly what?
If I had any units, I'd bet that mutt knew what we were getting into here.
I'm thinking back on when
didn't know
when Rocket screamed, "Don't touch the green screen!
Neither
The
did I.
green thing!"
Those firearms are becoming quite
Makes sense.
formidable.
It was so
Second time
desperate.
they've transformed like that.
Third.
If that was the third time, when was the first? Should we call Cosmo? Let him know what we found
We've
so
got
far?
ice. No, we've got
What do
electricity.
you mean a code word?
Still a couple of elements missing from our
Groot
element.
won't call the mud until we all agree on a code word.
Could be useful if we get cornered by whatever's on the ship.
How about Quill Kill?
Not covert enough. Must be something said in everyday conversation.
Ooh, oh! The code word is Ride the Stars. And we should hold off calling Cosmo until we figure out what's going on.
This is the only way out, but the door's got no juice.
Dog report item. Something caused Novacore to abandon their ship.
There, you all felt that, right?
Yep.
The same thing happened when I tried to restore the gravity.
Dast. Looks just like what happened on the rock.
Told us leaving the quarantine zone, even though we still had rotation left out there. At first I was glad, thought maybe we were furloughed. Then it started. I don't know where it started, but it crept through the ship. People started to change. Thought it was a virus at first. Maybe that's why we left the quarantine zone. But worse, they wanted people to convert to something. We tried contacting Xandar. World Mind wouldn't answer. Not long after, started killing each other. Few of us made for the escape pods. They were waiting right on our heels. They were everywhere. Some of us escaped. I said I'd stay behind, give them a chance. I hear them over the comms, talking about some matriarch. Maybe I can keep hiding, but I don't know if I have much longer. Everything hurts. Just want the hurting to stop.
Indeed.
Stop.
It was a desperate attempt at a last defensive position.
Good bottleneck for it.
If this was a fight, then where are all the bodies?
Good point. There weren't any in the evacuation hangar either.
Maybe everyone escaped.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, Peter.
Okay, we need to get to Corell's office.
Someone tell Quill.
Come on, dude. Can't we just talk to each other?
Fine. You do know your girlfriend probably didn't make it.
Now you are just being spiteful.
Still nothing but emergency power.
Dog report item. Power outage in several sections of the ship.
What are we missing? Let's run through it all.
We got arrested by your girlfriend.
As did the churchman Grand Unifier Raker, and then his ship exploded.
So maybe that's where it started. Raker might have had something on his ship.
A gas, maybe? The explosion could have released it.
I've used something like that before.
Oh, is this
Right.
the...
Pump it into the vents
one?
and it spreads through the ship.
Should we be worried?
If we haven't already gone crazy, we might be safe.
Wish I knew the layout of this tub better. Then we could figure out where this started. You know where we are, Gamora?
Not really. Nova never really let me out of their sight.
They had good reason not to trust you.
This again?
I was only stating that Nova's position of not trusting you was accurate.
The longer we bicker, the more we might miss.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, you get that off a placemat?
All I'm saying is we're in this up to our necks, and we'll need to work together to get out of it.
No wonder we've been stumbling around in the dark.
Whoa! Ho, ho! Look at you, you sexy beast.
Stop flirting, Rocket. Is it supposed to be upside down?
Only if you wanted to channel all the ship's power up through the ceiling. Makes no sense to me.
There must be a reason. A bad one. Try that console.
We can use this to re-invert the core, or de-invert... Divert?
Rocket.
The console's safety locked because the mounting arms are retracted. If we can pop them out of them side panels, we can flip the core.
Rocket, help me up?
Sure, I'll just stick a grenade under your butt and see what happens.
Never mind.
It is time.
Here it comes.
For Peter Quill's mask to guide us with its mysterious power.
Ain't nothing mysterious about it. I programmed the Dastin thing.
Drax, can you get me up there?
Ah, you wish for me to throw you?
On second thought, no. There's gotta be more machinery up there. Gamora, give me a boost!
Of course.
Here will work.
Oh, okay. I have to tell her where to.
Definitely something up here. Hell yeah, it worked!
You know, them guns would make better engineering tools than weapons.
Nice try. Let's get the other one free. Well, that didn't work.
What are you doing up there?
Experimenting.
How do I get?
All right, Gamora, let's get the second one done.
Okay.
Get back down here. Now let's see what we can. Oh, Scott!
Okay, enemies are about to show up. Lightning shots. Enemies that are close. Okay, enemies hit by lightning are incapacitated for.
Guys, we've got incoming.
Yeah, it's more of them infected freaks.
Damn, I was hoping we'd find Nova Corps here, but not like this.
Now we know who inverted the core. But why?
Fix that cuckoo Nova Corpsman's clock! Definitely not the Nova Corps I was hoping to find here!
At last! I was growing bored! I'll handle them all! Do not let them distract you!
Right! Because who doesn't want to get shot in the back? Stay on them!
What did Cosmos send us into?
This just proves the dog was right!
I wasn't expecting that.
They carved at us! We have a right to defend ourselves, don't we? Yeah!
Oh,
Try not to get shot by the big guns, bud!
I hate banging up my sword on Nova Corps gear!
They don't blame just means you will need to stab harder! Prepare for pain!
Think of them as an invasive species, bro!
Way to knock some sense into 'em!
Quill's killing loopy cops now! Music to my ears!
Okay, try
Starting
to.
to wonder if there's anybody left in Nova Corps who isn't crazy!
Their sanity has little impact on their combat powers!
Did you notice the rumbling stuff when we flipped the reactor away from the ceiling?
We must find a way up there and discover why, for the dog report.
Rocket, what's that console telling you?
That you should come do the honors.
Okay.
Surprise! This whole thing's a lift. We can ride it all the way up there.
I guess Nova
Make
grunts
such
and
big
grease
lifts.
monkeys don't get the cool flying suits.
Typical. Nobody respects their engineers these days. If you want efficiency, you gotta make... Whoa! Clark!
Locking clamps! They're shutting us down!
More freaks approach!
Florker's de-reinverted the core again!
We'll just have to reinvert it back!
After we take some heads!
I will deal with these fools! Continue with your investigation!
Right! Because who doesn't want to get shot in the back? Stay on them!
Wary! The big one has mine!
Enough already!
So, let's take that sprint-neck soldier out then!
Those mines are gonna be an issue!
These renegades are relentless! It is acceptable to ask
with
for
a
help,
big
Peter Quill!
solution! Thanks, Drax!
Don't make me out!
No! Electrical hazard!
Yeah! That target requires precision! Watch the large one's explosive! Ah, Flark! Gamora's not looking so hot!
Not gonna chop you down that easy!
Get off me, you scut-knocking
Thank you
Flark
later.
bag!
Rodent is being overwhelmed! Now is the time to strike!
Keep the herd coming!
Brutify him, Groot! I can't believe I needed help with that!
Well assisted, Peter Quill!
Gamora!
Last time someone got stabbed!
Ha! Good luck with those mines now!
Get the point?
That floaty mine guy is really starting to tick me off!
This battle is proving too worthy!
Too worthy.
I want to check on that, Peter! Don't get hit by the mine! Some of these people may have been war heroes!
I learned that if you, when they are stunned, you can shoot. No!
Thanks for the assist!
Ha! Wallberry needed help!
I'm on it!
Groot, you're up! Drax, kick! You struggle in vain!
Starting to think we were suckers for taking this deal!
Let's just get it done!
Battlefield is way too busy with all these mines!
Slam him, Drax!
Gladly!
There's only one.
Good work, you two! I don't think we need to worry about those mines!
What happened? Did we trip an alarm?
Looks like we're doing this the loud way!
I am wounded!
It's got my name on
Big
it!
guy!
Don't make this a habit!
I can always count on you, Gamora!
Peter Quill!
Bust out the smart bombs!
I hope we didn't fight alongside any of these guys in the war!
I don't think they're in there anymore!
Don't know which bugs me more! Nova Space Cops or Nova Space Cult!
Come on, there's a big difference! Definitely not the Nova
Both
Corps I
can
was hoping to
go up.
find here!
Drax right.
No, they're exactly who I
I
expected!
want to, but I can't. Sorry, buddy. Distract him. But I'm running low on health.
Feels like the
Not
crazies have
big
nothing
bait.
to save people in this galaxy! Die, you We ain't losing to a bunch of subpar Nova Corps garbage!
Don't underestimate the Nova Corps!
Alright, let's get those clamps off so we can keep moving.
I will tear them from their sockets!
Ain't gonna work,
Yatta!
Musclehead. But this time, we've got a control room to play with.
Oh,
Looks
6.
like I
Okay.
can remove the clamps from here.
Good.
I'm gonna
We
end
will
the
not be
stream here. Save. Yeah. Ending the stream here. Done. Done right now. Hold on, let me fix. It's not long enough yet How long have I been? Yeah, 3. Portuguese. All right. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you so much. I appreciate the presence. I appreciate not having to go through these things, these awful things alone. You know, being friends is always so much nicer than playing alone. We're about to raid Kaya Kawaia. She's a Portuguese streamer. She's playing Bayonetta. I believe she speaks English, so it's gonna be fine. And yeah, have a great rest of Sunday and a great week. We are going to play Dungeons and Dragons in a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to be. Is it? It is going to be streamed on Mihai's stream. That's Wolf Brother Cinema. Christina just shouted it out. It's in the chat, and the raid is about to go off. So I'm gonna and wish you all a great rest of weekend, great rest of Sunday, the great week. Bye. See ya.